tell me something. Where next? Of course, you mentioned that you are into, forget the channel-wise. Any other aspect of revenue before we touch on to the entire
From
business?
Khooni Mondays?
From Khooni Monday. Any other thing that you see as a means of generating revenue, or for example, coming out with merchandise. I don't know if that works in India.
So right now the
Okay,
t-shirt I'm
he's
wearing is one of our pieces which we experimented with Sold Store.
Right.
So we are planning big in terms of merchandise, but it is going to take its due course. Like we want to reach there step by step, but merchandise is definitely something in our mind because we see ourselves, like, it's a big thing to say, but we are taking baby step towards it.
Right.
It's like we want to be Disney.
Okay, that's awesome.
And 60% of Disney's revenue is merchandise.
Okay.
So we have to have that foot.
But do you think India is ready for something like that, where you can sell enough merchandise to kind of make 60% or even 50% of your revenues? Just asking, because I'm not sure if merchandise. So there are many famous creators out there who sell t-shirts. A lot of platforms are there which kind of allow you to come and launch your merchandise with them. I haven't seen really something pick up. Like even I follow a lot of creators, right? But I don't go around buying their mugs and t-shirts that easily.
Right.
But again, I might be completely wrong because I am not into that. Probably there are others,
So you have to build a Bahubali, or you have to build a WWE to sell. You have to build a Marvel. You have to build those IPs to
kind of for merchandise to make
merchandise.
sense as part of the
Correct,
revenue. Right, great. That's really great to know. Any apart from the creator merchandise, anything that's come to your mind?
So events is something that we keep thinking about. So Raman is really passionate about doing some. He keeps insisting that once you do your face reveal, we'll do horror meetups.
Okay, guys, I think before you go ahead, Khooni Monday, people haven't seen who the founders are, right? So they're doing a face reveal in
31st of October, which is Halloween Day.
Okay, and we are recording this episode days in advance.
Right.
So I might have to not show their faces on the cover picture. Right, cool. So go ahead, you were saying the face reveal wala part.
So
and the events,
So Raman is really excited. So Raman is all up for events. Like, he loves managing and doing events.
Right.
And he keeps pushing me to do these horror storytelling events.
Okay.
Horror meetups, horror storytelling events, horror parties.
Right. There are a lot of
Halloween
live
parties. So lots of scope in that sense.
I've started to see a lot of live storytelling events, but that's mostly in the poetry space I've seen, right?
So it's in storytelling. There's a company called Commune. Which is run by Roshan Abbas.
Right.
So it's doing quite well.
Right.
So they have created a property, their flagship event. So what we are trying to figure out, like, the vision is to create a horror and ecosystem wherein there's, like, you can get everything under one roof. Like Disney, you have theme parks, probably.
Okay, awesome.
We can also have, probably integrate with people who are doing some paranormal tours and trips, and integrate with them, like taking out.
But that's a good way of thinking, right? Because
taking people out.
For
horror experiences.
Yeah, so like arranging a trip to Bhangar.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Right.
And probably having a website of things where to look around your city, to have, like, there's a mystery box or something like that. You can build a whole company around the horror space.
We can even there have been a lot of mystery gifts which companies do, so we can always send those mystery boxes to people and
right. Now that you've already built a community around this particular genre, you can play around with it. And
Plus, in March, I went to Disneyland. In Paris. And I was amazed as to what Disney has built over there.
All right.
And now I, in the longer run, want to build horror parks. I want to build horror parks, and it's a crazy idea, but I want to have a Conjuring haunted house tour.
Right.
And
there are a lot of tours like this which happen in the West. I read so much about them.
But there is no horror park.
So one is a horror park, and the other part is that this is a live horror wala area, and kind of having a tour around that and everything. So you guys are thinking on those lines, but nothing has materialized so far.
So as we have said that we have a lot of baby steps to take towards it.
Right.
So we are doing a lot of things.
These are very capital intensive ideas which are there.
And right now we are bootstrapped, so we are not raising funds and all. So once we go into that stage of business wherein we are, like, thinking about startups, like startup founders raising capital, investing,
Right,
and
you know what?
valuation and all.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to, we're running short on time.
Yeah.
So we'll make this the last question for you guys.
Yeah.